Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick. Today we're going to be talking about the H2S. Now, she's been with me for about a month now, so I thought it was perfect timing to go over what I feel is going to be the most important mod to print for this printer. But first, let's go back a couple years when the P1s and the X1s were first released. Everybody was printing the risers for their machines. With the H2S, it's really not needed. So in this video, what we're going to do is talk about the AMS Flipper, and to make sure I give you a warning, do not throw away your screws when you unbox your machine. They are needed for this mod. This video is going to be super quick, so let's get right to it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at why the H2 doesn't need a riser. But this Flipper mod is a great first print. First, let's take a look at the P2S model on the inside, and as you can see, the PTFE tube rests against the top glass, which means when this machine is printing, it's going to be consistently rubbing against the top. The fix? One of those mini risers that are available. I ended up printing this very simple but effective riser, and as you can see, the tube is no longer dragging along the top. Now with the H2S completely stock, you can see we still have close to an inch of clearance with our tube. But we can give our H2S a minor upgrade by both securing the AMS and giving us the freedom to lift and tilt back the AMS whenever we need to access the top window. So today we'll be installing the AMS Flipper Mod. I started first by removing all the filament from my AMS machine. Next, I turned off the H2 and unplugged it. The first part that we'll be installing slides into the bottom of the AMS and gets a screw from our original H2S unboxing. These are going to be the two BT3 16 screws. Once both AMS brackets are secure, we can move on to the next step. We need to remove 4 screws from the back of the H2, which will be replaced by our 4 longer screws that secure the bracket onto the back. I also removed the external spool bracket because it's going to be in the way when we do our installation. Don't worry, I'll show you how you can still utilize the external holder with the flipper upgrade, and it's pretty slick. Once the 2 screws from the first side have been removed, we're ready to install the new bracket. To line everything up, I push the screws completely through the bracket so that I can use them as a guide to find the holes on the back of the H2. Once they're lined up, screw them in place. Now let's repeat that step for the opposite side and remove the 2 screws, then install the bracket. Next, we install 2 stoppers onto the bracket. All you do is slide them into place. These prevent the AMS from flipping back too far. Now it's time to assemble our printed bolts. I really thought that these were designed pretty good. And by the way, they both look like this when they're assembled. To install them, you need to make sure that you slide your bolt all the way in first. Rotate it until you see it fit flush, just like mine. For the left bolt, you need to rotate it counterclockwise to tighten it. Don't over tighten it or you'll snap your bolt. Repeat this process for the right side now. The bolts will rotate going in a clockwise direction. And that's it. We now have a more secure AMS and a way to tilt it back off of the H2 whenever we need to access the top. Now that the Flipper mod is installed, let's go ahead and install the external spool holder. And by the way, I'll go ahead and leave a link to both of the mods down below. All you need to do is print the bracket from the link down below and the stock spool holder will securely connect right to it. Then slide that printed bracket into the rear flipper bracket and you're good to go. This is going to conclude my H2 must print mod. I hope that you were able to learn something from this video. Again, my name is Nick. Have a great day and happy printing.